Yo, what's up? Oh shit, I can hear my own self. Yo, what's good, Avery? It's been a minute. It's been a minute, man. How are you, man? Damn, I can hear myself. It's been so long. Kind of nervous. All right, there we go. It's been a long time. I feel like I ain't seen you in years for some reason. What's up, man? What's your thoughts on Zach being in the rebirth? I'm gonna tell you how I feel about that, man. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel about that. All right. So before I get into that, man, I just want to let you know what I'm doing on this stream. And I have a good schedule coming up, specifically to the end of this year going on to 2024. So I am going to be playing the original Final Fantasy VII that came out back in 1990, in the 1990s, I think 1997 specifically. And I want to just replay this game. Now I did start the remaster, but I changed my mind and I want to go back to playing the original game. I want to go back to where it all started because I've seen the trailer at Summer Game Fest with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I've seen what was going on, and I'm really excited for it. I love the remake a lot, and it's some things that I'm very critical about still with the game. I'm just glad that I'm fortunate enough to actually play the remake, and I like what they're doing in the remake. Like a lot of stuff in the remake I like, but there's a couple things that I just don't like, and I'm gonna talk about it as I go through the game. So Avery, you asked me what are my thoughts on Zach being in the rebirth. I like it, but then I don't. Majority of the time I don't like Zach being brought back. Now here's the deal. In order for me to actually like what's going on, they have to do Zach justice in the remake. When I mean that, I don't want him to interact with Zach. I don't want him to interact with Cloud, because I feel like everything that has happened ever since I played Crisis Core, it just feels like all of it was pointless. What's the point of bringing him back if he's gonna come back in a remake? And I think his impact won't be as impactful as it was in Crisis Core when he died and left everything to Cloud, and that's how we got to know Cloud back in the original Final Fantasy VII. He was living through Zach's shoes until the end of the game, until, you know, Tifa and Cloud fell into the live stream, and, you know, he became back normal. So I will say this: if he has his own path in Rebirth, if he has his own path and he has no connection with Cloud whatsoever, and he just witnessing his own thing, and he get to see the future, if he gets to see the future of what's going on, but he doesn't interact with the party, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna be a little bit not disappointed, just very critical if Zach is playing with Cloud. But it's like a double-edged sword to me, because I like the game, and it's cool if I get to see Zach interact with Cloud in the story. Like if he gets to go up against Sephiroth at the end and Zach is there with him, he gets to save the world with Cloud. That'll be tight. But at the same time, it's like, damn, you brought this legendary character back from the dead, and I feel like his impact was him dying, and that's exactly what made Cloud have his character development. I feel like everything is just going to be thrown out the window to me if he's brought back and he gets to interact with Cloud all the time. So like I said, if he has his own thing, I'm cool with that. But if he's interacting with the party, it's just, I feel like just a little bit. But other than that, I mean, I cannot wait. So I'm gonna break it down we're playing the PlayStation 1 version of the original Final Fantasy VII. Once I finish this, I will play Crisis Core, the remastered version, because I finally got my PC fixed. Everything is working perfectly. So I get to actually play the entire game on stream, and I've been waiting for a minute. So, but I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Rebirth. I'm really liking what I'm seeing, and I think it's going to be a great game. I don't think it's going to be like after everything is done, whether it's remake, rebirth, or part 3 is going to be revenge or whatever they want to call it. I don't think it's going to be as impactful as the original, but I think it's going to bring some joy to a lot of fans who actually played the original. I understand. Wait, I can't see that. I can't see what's going on here. Hold on 1 second. 1 second, my boy. For some reason, I can't see your message. I understand. And on top of that, does Aerith die as well? Yeah, that's damn. That's good. But see, this is what I think. I think what they're doing, Square Enix, cause see, in the original game, I don't want to spoil it for you if you never played the original, but I'm assuming you, if you haven't played it, you had some point seen clips on the internet, because Aerith in the game is legendary. We all have seen what happens to Aerith or Aerith. So in the original game, she does die, but she dies on disc 1. She dies on the first disc. So what I think Square is going to do is that they're going to allow Aerith to have her moment in part 3. I don't think they're going to actually kill her in Rebirth. I don't think so. I think Rebirth is all about Sephiroth. You get to know about Sephiroth and his backstory and Hojo. I feel like in Rebirth we're gonna get more. I hope that they bring Vincent Valentine and Sid to the game. I'm a huge support of those two characters, man, because if they got Yuffie in, you can squeeze in just 2 more. You can squeeze in Vincent and Sid. Sid, he obviously has to be in. He's a very important character to the game. I don't understand why if they wouldn't. But if Aerith dies in Rebirth, or if she's gonna die at all, I don't know. But see, that's the cool part about the remake, because if Zack is in the game, maybe in his reality, Aerith live, and he get to see Aerith and everything like that. So I don't know. I don't know. That's why it's so cool, bruh. It's so cool, man, for this remake. So I want to just play the original, you know, back when I used to play it, because fun fact, you may not know, I started playing Final Fantasy VII. That was my first Final Fantasy game ever. And contrary to what a lot of people love about Final Fantasy VII, I didn't love it. I hated it. I'm not too high on Final Fantasy 16 from what I have seen on YouTube. I've seen it. I've seen gameplay. I've seen people play the demo of Final Fantasy 16. And I will say it's very hard. It's very hard for a lot of players who have been so used to turn-based for a long time that now they're going to whatever route, you know, 16 is on. They're not going to turn-based anymore. I think they're abandoning turn-based because a lot of people now just not maybe into it anymore. And 16, I don't know. I do not know. I don't have a problem with the gameplay. It just has to feel like a Final Fantasy game as far as the story and the system. And when I say system, like for an example, Final Fantasy VII had its materia system 8 has the junction, 9 has the armor system, as well as Final Fantasy X has the armor system, 12 has its gambit system. So they're all different. They have their diversity on how they are, but at the same time, it shouldn't feel like the same. So it's just kind of hard for a lot of people, especially like me. I consider myself the old head. The old head of, you know, gaming, because I was born in the 90s, so it's kind of hard for me to accept this transition, but I think it's pretty cool though. I think it's pretty cool. I'm pumped to maybe buy a PlayStation 5 for Rebirth, because I won't be able to play it on my PS4. I don't have a PS5 yet, by the way, either. I don't have a PS5 yet either. I don't know why. I have the money and the funds to get it, but it's like I was waiting to see if Sony is gonna drop like a different version of the PlayStation 5. Like, because it was a rumor back early this year that the Slim or Pro version was gonna be released, and Sony never actually officially released any information about any different version of the PlayStation 5. So that's where I was saving my money for. But since I don't see no news about any new PlayStation 5 anytime soon, I might as well just, I don't know, wait until the holiday or something, and I could just get me my PlayStation 5 then. But I am, though, speaking of remake, Intergrade is on PC, and I will be buying it on PC. So I think once my playthrough of the original Final Fantasy VII is over and Crisis Core, we immediately jump into Intergrade. So I've already played the remake, I just haven't played Intergrade, so I don't know Yuffie's part of the story, and I neglect to look at any clips or information about it because I want to know for my own eyes what happens. You are not alone. 90s here. Oh yeah, 90s baby. Okay. So you feel the same way I do somewhat. Yep, I was born in the 90s. And fun fact, I never liked Final Fantasy VII. I hated it. And I hated it because I wasn't used to the turn-based. I was playing other games at that time that was more appealing to me, that I was more into. Like I was into like the SmackDown games. Like I was a wrestling fan back in the day, and I was playing a lot of SmackDown games. I was playing a lot of different games. And my cousin, he has Final Fantasy games. I'm at his crib. We are playing Final Fantasy VII. And he said, yeah, man, you got to just play it and you got to understand it. The story is cool and you got to actually learn how to play. So that time when I was only a kid, I sat down, I cleaned my room and everything, and I actually played the game. And it's so funny how I talked a lot of stuff about this game back then. When I played it and I sat down and I learned the materia system and I was playing through the story, I fell in love with this game. And then it just shocked me when Aerith ended up dying by Sephiroth, and I was on a mission back in the day to actually kill this dude. So yeah, man, that's where we at, bro. And many years later, we got a remake. So I was little, off put by 13 gameplay, but it grew on me. But 16 just does not look anything like what I'm used to or willing to try. And that's understandable. That's understandable, Avery, because I mean, you grew up playing a certain type of game, certain Final Fantasy. So it's not bad that you feel that way. It's just a transition. That's like I don't want to bring this up, but you know that movie that just came out by Haley Bailey. I can't remember. I think she's like a young singer with her sister Chloe Bailey. She made a movie about the Little Mermaid. Now, I'm absolutely fine with that movie, but a lot of us who are 90s kids grew up watching that movie, The Little Mermaid. And you know, Little Mermaid is like she's a white mermaid, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like that transition when they switch ethnicities with her, give her a different skin tone, a different hairstyle. A lot of people may not agree with that. A lot of people may. So it just depends on what you are. Like, we grew up with it, but it's just changing into something else. So I'm all cool with it. I know, but that may be like a weird comparison, but I'm just giving an example of the transition. A lot of people grew up playing Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 and so on and so forth. And then when we get to 7 Remake and Final Fantasy 16, this transition to be something that was not like how it used to be is different. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird because Crisis Core gameplay was completely not turn based, but it was fun. Yeah, and actually I think Crisis Core, the new it's a remaster, right? It's not a remake, it's a remaster. Yeah, and Crisis Core was not turn based, you know, but there are people out there who don't like Crisis Core though. There are individuals out there. And I sometimes, you know, when I'm just chilling, I go through YouTube and I like to look at people's criticisms of the game, and I actually get to listen to what they're talking about, because everything not always perfect. You do have to listen to criticism sometimes. You may not like it, but it may be the truth, and that's some people's opinions. What's up, Anara? What you doing over here? Hey. I think the story was a huge part of that. Yeah, it was. But hey, I mean, if you were a 90s kid and you go through this transition, it's very, very difficult. So I'm gonna show you. You may not have played the original Avery, but I'm gonna show you. So this is the PlayStation 1 version. So there is no 3x speed, no super anything, no cheating, no nothing. Well, there are glitches in the game that you can do, which I forgot how to do, by the way. But I played the game. If you didn't know, I've already played the game. I beaten it years ago. I think the one thing that I have never gotten to do was defeat Emerald Weapon and Ruby Weapon. These two enemies are like the most difficult enemies in the game. And as a kid, I never got to beating them. Even if I was playing like for hours back in the day, I never beat them. So it's gonna be pretty cool now if I get to go back and whoop their ass. And now that my experience is like up there now, I may be able to do something. Angelic Sweetery, what you doing on here? All right, so let me go ahead and switch the scene, and I'm gonna go ahead and play this game and start a new save, and we're gonna get this going, man. Let me see. Let me bring this up real quick. All right, here we go. Hey, let me know if you can't hear it or whatever. Just let me know. What did Angelic Sweetery say? Looking like your son. That was how it was for me on Crisis Core with Minerva. Yeah, speaking of Crisis Core, you was able to beat her, right? You did beat her on Crisis Core, didn't you? All right, so Angelic Sweetery, since you on the stream, let me give you the rundown. What's going on since you here and Anira's here. This game came out in 1997. It's very old. So yeah, I consider myself an old head, but games like this is were games that happened back in the day around here. Is the GOAT for me. So we're gonna play it. Final Fantasy, mate, it's a fantasy game, which means we're gonna be fighting a lot of stuff like chickens, all that stuff. Okay, so this is gonna be funny, but it's cool. It's fun, I promise. Yes, just not on hard mode. Hey, we gonna try that too. We gonna try the hard mode on Crisis Core because I've already beaten it, but we gonna try the Crisis Core on hard mode, and I might need your help on that one because there's a lot of stuff I didn't get to do on the on there. So we gonna see. We gonna see. All right, let's start this game. Yeah, Minerva, I still don't know. You know I see you, right? Oh, that's loud. That's like extremely loud. And they won't let me turn it down either. Hey Avery, can you hear is the audio too low for you, boy? If it's too low, I'll turn it up if you can't hear it. For some reason, it's like super loud on my end. Aerith, it's crazy. So yeah, this is the PlayStation 1s. It may not appeal to some people because it's so old and it's gonna look like Legos. But it's not about how the game looks. It's never about how the game looks. It's always about if it's fun and it's understandable. If it's fun, you can play this for hours and its replay value is up there. You can replay this game again and again. I'm telling you, this game ain't sold 14 million copies for nothing. All right, you can hear. Okay, that's cool. So I'm gonna try my best to break down what's going on in the game, and so you can understand it. I'm gonna try my best. It's been a long time since I actually played the story, but I know the story like the back of my hand. So it still looks. Yeah, it does. You know, but some people, you know, they be like, man, I ain't about to play no Final Fantasy VII on no PlayStation 1. It looks too old. We can't play this game. It looks like Legos. All right, come on, newcomer, follow me. So that's Beard. Damn, the controls feel so weird on playing it back in on the PlayStation 1. All right, so we are in Midgar, and the character I'm using, his name is Cloud. Well, you already know this, Avery, but I'm just saying it just for content. So the character I'm using is Cloud. He is an ex-soldier of, well, supposedly an ex-soldier of Shinra. But the reality is this man is walking through his best friend's shoes. His best friend is Zack, who was in Crisis Core. Ended up giving his life protecting himself and Zack, man. I think that scene still hits me, man. That scene still hits me. I think as far as Aerith and Zack dying, I think they're neck and neck. They're neck and neck. Polygon. Yeah, man. It looks funny. by today's standards. But back then, you would think I was like, man, this game looks unbelievable. And it's funny now, years later, this is how it still looks this way, but Legos or Polygon. It's funny. Don't trust you. He doesn't trust me. All right, let's go. Oh yeah, I can't. I hope that in the Rebirth that comes out next year, that I feel like his best friend, Dane, I think that's his name. It might be a boss fight with him for some reason. I feel like it's gonna be a boss fight with him too. I can't wait for Beer's backstory. We get to go to Cosmos Canyon. Man, that's gonna be tight, man. That's gonna be tight. I might have to do a day one on that one. It was state of the art then. Heck, I still think N64 graphics looks good. Yeah, they do look good. But you put a new person in this game, on this game. First thing they gonna say, I'm not playing this. This game is trash. It looks like Legos. You know how many times I've heard that. But yeah, man, that Rebirth. And I knew, you know, it's so funny. Rebirth was supposed to come out December 2023. It was supposed to come out this year. But I really think that game was pushed back so they could support Final Fantasy 16, because I read an article that Square Enix was kind of nervous and scared because a lot of people didn't pre-order the game at the time, Final Fantasy 16. So they were nervous because its pre-orders was low. So I'm assuming that's why we got a demo and they pushed Rebirth back a little bit so they can have full support of, you know, Final Fantasy 16. I could be wrong though. Maybe they just want to work on Final Fantasy Rebirth some more. I could be absolutely wrong. But that's just what I think though. All right, so we got Barrett here. Let's see what he's talking about. Little by little, the reactors will drain out all the life, and that'll be that. It's not my problem. The planet's dying, Cloud. The only thing I care about is finishing this job before security and the robo guards come. See, and I think Barrett might be my favorite character. Well, he used to be back in the day, because how he transitions in the game too is cool. Because he was the leader of Avalanche, but then he gave his reign to Cloud once Cloud became normal again. Actually, I might play Crisis Core and Final Fantasy at the same time. That way, just doing this is, since I'm playing the original PlayStation, this might take me a while to get through, especially if I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff in the game, like getting a chocobo and trying to fight Emerald Weapon and stuff. That might take a minute, so I might play Crisis Core at the same time. Yeah, this part is very easy. You don't really need no potion on this. You know, this is basically like your training to get used to what's going on. So we are invading Midgar. Well, we're not invading. We're getting ready to blow up Midgar's reactor because Barrett, before the game started, he was at Cosmos Canyon and he got to know a lot about the planet and about Shinra. And Shinra is basically draining the planet's energy to make a living, you know, give people houses and all that stuff, right? But they're draining the planet's energy, and as they drain the planet's energy, the planet is dying. So Barrett wants to save the planet. That's basically all he wants. And then come to find out, it was way deeper stuff, way more than what Shinra. It's way more stuff worse than Shinra what they got going on. Also, if I'm not mistaken, games like this actually have artwork that is not completely computer generated. I think it is. What my turn off for 16, it looks void of imagination. Yeah, I mean, that's why I say it's hard, man. It's very hard because a lot of people that I've seen on the internet, I've watched a lot of people give their criticism of the game, and it's just hard, man. It's just very hard, and it might be true. You might be absolutely true about that, where their imagination went out the window, and they only pandering to certain people that don't like traditional Final Fantasy games. So like if you love God of War 2018, you might be interested in 16. You know, I even looked at a lot of people talk about God of War and how God of War was different from, you know, how it used to be. And like I said, it's just different. That transition, we used to playing God of War back in 1, 2, and 3, but then, you know, the gameplay is different now, and it's hard for a lot of people to accept, you know, what's going on. It is so polished looking that it feels like it's J. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I've seen people call Final Fantasy 16 Devil May Cry. Or like, you know what I think 16 was? I think 16 feels, to me, it feels like it feels more like Stranger of Paradise. It's a Final Fantasy game that Team Ninja created. You know, if you don't know, Team Ninja, you know, the same team that created the Ninja Gaiden series, or, you know, Neo and Neo 2. That's what it feels like to me. All right, so we got our first boss, and if I can remember correctly, this boss weakness is lightning, by the way. So you playing this, just cast Bolt. He's weak against that. And all you got to do is watch out for his laser attack when his tail is up. Because when his tail is up and you attack him, he's going to counter attack with that laser. And it does a lot of damage. So just be mindful. Other than that, this boss is easy. Shouldn't have no problems. Actually, as a matter of fact, you should not be able to lose at all. You shouldn't. You can't lose. Just nothing but computer made. Yeah, I agree with you, Avery, man. It's hard, man. So you gotta ask Square Enix, what are they doing to their game? Or do they really want to oh, excuse me. Do they really want to create a legacy like they did with previous titles, or are they just doing it to get them C notes? Don't attack while its tail is up. It's gonna counterattack with the laser, so don't do it. You can heal your teammates, you know, while we doing that stuff. If you want to use a potion, you can, but I'm not gonna use a potion. 13 looked polished, but it still felt like it had imagination to it. And you know what's so funny about 13? Contrary to a lot of people being very critical about 13, I actually love 13. I mean, I'm critical about the story, but as far as everything else, I'm not too critical of. I think 13 looks really good, to be honest. It might be the best looking one. Like, or I ain't gonna say that, but the most polished, like you said, the most polished. It looks good. I mean, I can't complain about 13. And there we go. Scorpion's done. Do it easy. So just keep up your lightning attacks and don't attack when his tail is up, cause it's gonna counterattack with its laser. Easy peasy, boss. You know what I'm saying? Got nothing to worry about. I have not played 15, so I can't comment on that one. The only thing I had issues with was the kid always whining. The kid always whining. Which game are you referring to, Avery? Which one are you referring to? I played Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy 15, man. We gonna have to experience that again, cause I played it like twice and then I just left it down. I think I haven't played the DLC yet, so I probably will get to the DLC. Yeah, I ain't played that DLC yet, but 15 is weird, man. 15 is weird in the mud. A lot of people say it's a reference to Final Fantasy 3 or something like that. I don't know. All I know is that I don't like the story. I don't like the story for 15 because the fact is that they cut a huge part of the story and they only focus on Noctis. But before Noctis, there was a war going on. I forgot who they are, but you know, wherever Noctis is from, and then there was people that was going war with them. I gotta check back on that game, man. But I didn't like 15's story. Gameplay, it was alright. You know, they like trying to incentivize teamwork and stuff. It was okay. I do like the 15's what is it called? Noctis' special ability, where he gets his royal weapons and he uses them in a cool way. I think that's tight. I think Noctis is that, whatever that was, where he uses his royal weapons all at the same time. Man, that is tight. I feel like I'm unbeatable. But 15 was, I'm mixed on that one. I'm mixed on 15 a lot. But I will say that game is open world, so you can explore. There's a lot of dungeons around there, so you can explore. I give you that. But I just didn't like the story, man. Final Fantasy 13, I played the trilogy, and I didn't beat Lightning Returns though. I played it, but I never beat Lightning Returns. But 13 was cool, man. I don't really have a problem with 13. Hope always whining and Vanille's voice. Oh my god. Hey, you know, there was an interview with Vanille's voice actor, and it was so cringy to watch, because what she said was the Japanese director, or over there in Japan, they wanted her to sound more like Japanese, like when she reacts to something like eh. I'm like, what the, it was just, it just sounded so cringe, man. If you ever if you find out who Vanille's voice actor is, she goes into detail what I'm talking about. So if she sounds like her voice is weird, it's because people in Japan wanted her voice to sound a certain way. But Hope was a crybaby, man. I mean, and then he tried to attack Snow like it was Snow's fault, the reason why his mom died, and it wasn't even about Snow. Snow tried his best, even though he may have been naive. He tried his best to try to save somebody. Unfortunately, his mom ended up passing away. He ended up dropping his mom, but he tried to take out he tried to kill Snow, but it wasn't even about Snow wasn't even the person that killed his mom. It was the army who killed this mom, people who was doing the purge because they was afraid of Lassie. Man, I tell you. Those were my problems with 13 after I got used to the gameplay. Vanille's voice and Hope. Okay. So have you played 13-2, Avery? 13-2? 13-2 is cool. I think it's a better story than 13. It's shorter, but I think it's a better story. I think it has a better villain. And the one thing I'll say is that, you know, instead of having 3 main characters, now you only got 2. But you can have a monster in battle and you can customize that monster, and that should be tight. That and Hope had Alexander, one of the most powerful summons. Yeah. Yeah, 13 was tight, man. But you know, a lot of people criticize 13, man, because how linear it is. Now, let me explain something about that. Because a lot of people, when they do a review or criticize 13, they love using the term linear. Oh, give me 1 second. Let me talk to Aerith real quick. All right, so we're gonna put nothing, because if I pick "you better get out of here," she's just gonna dip. But I think in the game, if you talk to her, you get to buy a flower. So I would try in the game, just interact with Aerith as much as you can, because once this one is over, you won't be able to play with her again. This is why I say I feel like in the remake, in part 3, she's gonna die. I don't think they're gonna kill her in the upcoming rebirth. Nah, I think they're gonna save that for the 3rd game. She's gonna die, and we're gonna go ahead and destroy Sephiroth. Yeah, Hope was definitely redeemed in 13-2 as a character. I enjoyed it. Other than those things. Yeah, but you know, in 13-2, it wasn't even Hope wasn't even Hope. Hope was he was recreated by the god Benevilza. I hope I didn't spoil that for you. You know, because like, oh no, fuck. I forgot that they actually picked if I don't press nothing. All right, let me go ahead and kill these Shinra soldiers real quick. You can fight them if you want to. I just choose not to. You know, we can't just leave. You know, so a lot of people who speed run Final Fantasy VII, you know, you don't have to fight them. You could just click later. You don't get nothing from fighting these guys other than experience. So Oh yeah, speaking of this scene here, in the remake, they had somebody in the Shinra soldier recognize Cloud, and I wonder who that was. But that maybe that's just a regular person who remembered Cloud when he used to wear that uniform. So I think I like that part in the remake. That was pretty tight. But going back to Final Fantasy 13, man, a lot of people criticized the game because how linear it was. When a lot of people don't realize that in Final Fantasy X, it had the same progression. 13 and 10 had the same progression where characters get split up, and then once at a certain point in time, all characters come together, and you know, you get to use all the characters. I mean, I think, but like I said, I do respect people's opinion. I think there may be a little too critical because there may be some bias in there, and that's understandable too, because a lot of us can be biased when we play a Final Fantasy game. Like me, for an example, like I'm a little biased when it comes to Final Fantasy VII. I don't think nothing can eclipse this game. I don't think there has ever been a Final Fantasy that I can say is comparable to this. 8, well, even though 8 is my favorite out of all of them, I don't think 8 can compare to this. 9, there are better games. There's a little bias, so I understand with some people being too critical sometimes, but there are some people who are harshly too critical. And I'm like, did you not play Final Fantasy X? You know how linear 10 was? And you play Final Fantasy 13 and you say, I will say at 13 there is a certain point though when you playing the SAS and Vanille, and I'm just sitting there, and eventually I'm gonna yarn a couple times because it's gonna feel like it's getting so slow. We are all in our camps. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, we'll see if I get a PlayStation 5. Well, when I do get one, I'ma still check out Final Fantasy 16. I'ma still check it out. But hey, if it can't be that bad considering that my experience with 15. So it's worth a try to me. But if it feels more like, if it doesn't feel like a Final Fantasy game to me, I'ma just leave it be. And when I say feel like Final Fantasy, I'm talking about just the characters and the world, the story. Just make it feel like a Final Fantasy game. I don't want it to feel like a hack and slash Devil May Cry, you know, type game. I just want it to be Final Fantasy. So if it's the gameplay is there, I'm cool with it. So we'll see. Heck, I'm stuck on the Final Fantasy 2 final boss. Oh, you playing Final Fantasy 2? Are you playing the new remastered version? The pixel updated version? Which one are you playing? I'ma still check those out too. A lot of people say Final Fantasy 6 is great, and I have no idea. I've never checked that out. You enjoyed the first 2 Final Fantasies. Okay. So far. All right, that's good to hear, man. I like that. I like that. So how you feeling on so when was the last time have you played Final Fantasy X? Like, have you ever tried the no spear grid challenge? I'm thinking about doing that in the future. I've beaten that a couple times. I feel like I feel brave enough to actually try it. I feel brave enough to try it. We'll see. I don't know. Just thinking about it gives me the heebie-jeebies. I feel like I'm gonna fail and restart. And first time playing those. Okay. All right, so we're going back to sector 7, and we just blew up one of the reactors of Midgar, and we're getting ready to go meet Tifa. But it's crazy how short this part of the game is. 4 hours of the original, or 4.5 hours of the original Final Fantasy VII. In the remake, they made that junk how many hours? 18 hours, I believe. Months now, I burnt myself out over grinding. I'm disappointed with myself on that. It's okay. I feel you, man. I feel you, man. So what other games you play, Avery? Like what did they show at Summer Game Fest? They showed Final Fantasy VI Rebirth. They showed Spider-Man. I played Spider-Man already. Well, not really too many interesting games at Summer Game Fest. Well, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. However, I gotta say this, because Dragon Ball is a 90s anime, and it ended in the 90s, and I only relive my enjoyment of Dragon Ball excuse me, through its video games. And ever since the PlayStation 3, like Burst Limit and so on and so forth, they have just been average at best. And the reason why Dragon Ball games suck today, it is not because of the gameplay, the graphics, or whatever. It is all about the content. The content of Dragon Ball games has just been dead. You know, Prime Dragon Ball was in the 90s, you know, and even if they have new content today, like Dragon Ball Super, which I don't even entertain a lot, they got some cool moments in for sure, but Dragon Ball has been dead for a minute for me. Now they just announced a couple months back a Tenkaichi 4. I might try that out. I'm looking forward to playing Super Mario RPG Remaster. Oh, okay. Is that on the Switch too? That's on Nintendo Switch. Z, baby, Z. Yeah, man, Dragon Ball's been dead. So they just announced Tenkaichi 4. Now, how much you want to? I can guarantee that you're paying $69.99 for a game that's gonna come out on the PlayStation 5, and you're only paying for the title because of nostalgia. All of the content that the games used to have back on the PlayStation 2 era, it's not gonna be on there. It's not gonna be on there. So Dragon Ball games fail specifically because of the lack of content, and they got nothing to do with gameplay. Like, take for an example a Dragon Ball game. What is that game called? Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Now that game is cool. Gameplay is fine. Gameplay is fine. I don't have a problem with this gameplay. But the content, like, we have already played from the time where Goku and Piccolo team up against Raditz all the way to Kid Buu. We've already witnessed that through previous generations already. And I think it's kind of pointless to keep doing that. So it's I play Xenoverse from time to time, but sometimes I feel like, man, I just give up playing Dragon Ball now. It's not even worth playing. Like, my whole soul and heart of the game was on the PlayStation 2. But they are coming out with a Tenkaichi 4. So I might check that out. They're supposed to have a Game Fest in July. showcasing anime games like Naruto. There's a new Naruto coming out soon, and there's a new Dragon Ball, so I might check that out. Early July. I forgot the date, but I'm gonna check that out. But my main thing on the list is my main game on the list is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I may check out 16 just because I don't think it can be that bad compared to 15. 15 was like, man, we gonna play 15. I'm gonna show you because there's some cool things in it, but 15 just feels like it's incomplete. Everything, man. Hey, don't act like you don't know what I mean. I'm telling you. All right, go ahead. Now, let me explain this part of the game. So, oh snap! Wait a minute. Yo, Cloud, get off your slow ass and moving. All right, so I'm gonna explain what's going on here in the game. So, there's a thing in the game that you can get called the bromance. It's when you develop a huge relationship with Barrett, because you know in the beginning of the game you two couldn't stand each other, but throughout the game you can actually develop a huge relationship as far as a friendship with Barrett. And the best way to do that is by ignoring or being an asshole to Tifa and Aerith, and just basically got to be an asshole to them and be cool with Barrett. And go through that throughout the game, you can become best friends with Barrett. So, but it don't matter what you do, because you know at the end of the game, Tifa and Zach, Tifa and I said Zach, Tifa and Cloud, they're gonna well, to me, I think they fell in love. But I think they just became really, really cool friends at the end of the disc 3. Budokai 1 and 2, I think, were the last ones I even played. Okay. That's why they do the days I sell us incomplete games. Yeah. But Budokai 1 and 2 are great. I'm surprised you ain't play Budokai 3. I'm surprised you ain't played Budokai 3. Budokai 3 was the best one. What about God of War? You feel good about God of War? Or like, have you ever played the ones on PlayStation 2? All right, Bear should be coming in. Storming right on in. Papa, welcome home. Yeah. Oh, where did you get that flower? Cloud gave it to me. Oh? Did you thank him? Thank you, Cloud. We'll take care of you. You all right, Barrett? Great. I don't remember if I played 3. Okay. Well, that's cool. Well, like I said, it's Dragon Ball. Back in the 90s, early 2000s, Dragon Ball was in its prime. Nowadays, Dragon Ball is a shell of its former self. The games I only play just to relive my Dragon Ball moments, but it's hard playing Dragon Ball games today because they not fun at all. And when I say not fun, they just lack content. Did that one give you Super Saiyan 4? If you played it back there, yeah, it did. It did. It gave you Super Saiyan 4, yep. Hey Cloud, are you feeling alright? Yeah, why? No reason. You just look a little tired, I guess. No, I'm good. I'm good, but see, Tifa knew what was going on with Cloud from the very beginning. She just kept her mouth shut. Yo, Cloud, there's something I want to ask you. Was there anyone from Soldier fighting us today? None, I'm positive. You sound pretty sure. If there was anyone from Soldier, you wouldn't be standing here now. Don't go thinking you're so bad just cause you was in Soldier. Well then, I played that one. Oh, okay, so you did play Budokai 3. I'm pretty sure you did. You know, the fact that you played 1 and 2, I'm pretty sure you played the 3rd game. I'm going upstairs. I want to talk about my money. Yo, look how Jesse is sitting right now. What's up, Jesse? You look, you just over there looking disheveled. Wait, Cloud. Tifa, let him go. Looks like he still misses the Shinra. Shut up. I don't care about either Shinra or Soldier. But don't get me wrong, I don't care about Avalanche or the planet for that matter. Alright, let's go. What about Resident Evil, Avery? Are you a fan or do you like Resident Evil? What other games are you into? Cause I want to start playing more games on the channel other than Final Fantasy. I'm thinking about getting into God of War or Resident Evil or some other old school game, you know what I'm saying? Another game that has a franchise. Sorry, Tifa. The planet is dying. Slowly but surely it's dying. Someone has to do something. So let Barrett and his buddies do something about it. It got nothing to do with me. So, you're really leaving? You're just gonna walk out ignoring your childhood friend? What can I say? I mean, I'm sorry. You forgot the promise too. Promise? So you did forget. Remember, Cloud? It was 7 years ago. Now it's funny. It's funny. I thought Tifa couldn't stand Cloud at first. But now, you know, when I played the game back then and when they fell in love, I feel like it was a love story between those two, because when they was going through the backstory between these two, Cloud was trying to hang out with Tifa. Tifa had her friends with her. And Cloud had it bad because Tifa's pops didn't like Cloud. Thought that Cloud was the reason why Tifa got hurt. Couldn't stand Cloud. So I really hope that they explore more of his backstory in Rebirth. You know, a lot of flashbacks is gonna happen, especially Sephiroth. We're gonna learn a lot more about that brother, cause man, it's gonna be fun to see Sephiroth in flashback with Cloud and Nibelheim. And that boss fight in the trailer of Summer Game Fest, when Yuffie ran away from Sephiroth and Cloud, that I'm pretty sure that was when they was on that ship and Sephiroth turned to Genova or something like that. Never really got into playing the Resident Evil games, but I can watch people play them. As for God of War, played 1 through 3, none of the new ones. Oh, okay. But I know you're a fan of Final Fantasy, though. Isn't it hard to join Soldier? I probably won't be able to come home. Come back to this town for a while. Yeah, man. Final Fantasy, though. I grew up with this franchise, man. And, you know, years ago, I skipped 8 and 9. And I think it was a while back, not too long ago, I ended up playing 8 and 9. And those games are beautiful, man. So it's kind of really taking me back playing the original PlayStation version. I can't wait. Hopefully they go more in depth on the U or on the Turks. Oh yeah, I did you see Elena? Elena was fighting she's fighting the group in the Summer Game Fest trailer. So I like that. The fact that when we first meet Elena, the new Turk, that we get to fight her the very first time we meet her. I think that's cool. I think that's cool. Man, I just hope they besides the story, I really want them to focus more on the materia system. I want more materia. I want to be able to be more creative with materia. I want more materia. Square Enix, I need more materia, man. And more summons. Are we gonna get a Neo Bahamut or something like that? I don't know. I don't know. As far as the whispers go, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna play out now. It's like a big old secret. And Biggs is alive. And I'm assuming if he's alive, Wedge is alive and Jesse is alive. I gotta assume that. So I don't know. And Zach is in the story. I don't know, man. I don't know. What happened to Cissnei and the other ones? I don't know, man. I really wish, and it's funny, they developed her really good in Crisis Core. Maybe she just retired after everything that happened with Zach. Maybe she was like, man, I can't take this shit no more. They killed a good man. Maybe she just said skip it. She just left the Turks. I don't know. I think Square threw her in Crisis Core just for story purposes. I don't think they're actually going to use her like more to like expand her throughout the series of Final Fantasy VII. They should though. They should, because she was a good Turk back then, man. She was. All right, so let's talk to Tifa here. All right, so now we got Tifa going. So let's talk to Barrett. And yo, Cloud, before the next mission, I got something I want to ask you. I don't really know how to use materia. I'll give you that material you found. Just teach me how to use it. Now, I'm not going to let the game explain it. I will explain it later on. I don't know if that decision is going to affect the points for Period getting that bro thing. All right, we out. But before we go, I want to buy materia, and I want to go to the weapon shop for a second. All right, so I think it's one materia that I'm gonna be buying. It's an elemental materia. It's fire, and that's it. And let's go to the weapon shop. I think the weapon shop has a support materia, the all materia. We go pick that up because we definitely gonna need that, even though we definitely get more later on down the road. Let's pick up this all materia. Hey, you got that right off. That was materia. All right, let's go. So I'm gonna try, actually, you know what, yeah, let's go back down because I don't think I need anything left in sector 7, so we can just bounce. Let's just bounce. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna save the game, and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Look at that, we just under less than an hour. Oh wait, let's put some material on real quick. Actually, you know what? I think I should have bought. Wait, let's go. Let's go back because I think they have bangles. I don't know if I buy it here or do I buy it when I get further in the story. Let's go in here. I think he has the bangles because right now we having bronze bangle. There we go, iron bangle. So we're gonna buy 3 of these, and we're good. We don't need to buy grenades, so we're good on that. Let's go ahead and equip our squad with the iron bangle. I'm surprised I didn't switch your weapon, Beard. All right, so I'm gonna give Cloud the all and fire materia, and I'm gonna give Beard the restore materia and the ice materia. I'm gonna give you the lightning materia. That's all I can do for now. All right, let's go. So the materia system in Final Fantasy VII is like the greatest thing ever, man, because you can do so many things with this system. So you have your green materia, your blue materia, your purple materia, and your red materia. And you have a yellow materia, which is your enemy skill, which you can learn from enemies. And that's pretty cool because we're going to try to get beta very early too once we get out of Midgar. And that's one very good, strong fire attack from the giant snake that we do fight once we leave Midgar. So yeah, this materia system, man, basically if you master the materia system, you ain't gotta press nothing. You can just allow these people to attack you. I usually set my squad up with a lot of counter materia, so when they get attacked they automatically counter. And because Cloud has a lot of strength and Barret has a lot of strength, I keep those two in the front and they get their overdrive all the way up. Or I said they overdrive their limit, man. I swear, especially Barret, man, I'm telling you, Barret is OP with counter. That's why I love this game, and this materia system is something else. So we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff. I'm gonna try to beat Emerald Weapon and Ruby Weapon. I have never beaten these two in my life. I have tried many times back in the day. Couldn't do it. I gave up. I said skip that. Even if it was a challenge, I feel like it was overpowered for me back then, man. So we're gonna try to beat these two in this let's play. I'm gonna try my best. I think I can do it though, because if I would have kept grinding like I used to, I would have beaten them eventually. All right. Ooh, excuse me. All right, in 3 minutes, we're jumping off this train. Got it. Cloud, come over here. Let's look at the railway map monitor. All right, so let's go talk to Tifa. And we're gonna get caught, and we're gonna have to jump off this train. I may show a little bit here and there what you can do once you get off. It's crazy how the guy in the back, like past Barry, he just laying down chilling. Even though all this is going on in the train, he just chilling back there. Or she, he or she. Hurry up, we're gonna lock the door. All right, let's dip. Cart number 2 locked down, upgrading to warning level 3. Now you see this dude here in the glasses down there at the bottom right corner. He's gonna swipe me for my money if I run past him. So all you gotta do is when he get close, just don't walk past him, because he still can take your bread. So I'm gonna run up real quick and then I'm gonna stop. Let him walk past. Oh, god damn it, you mother effer. You, oh my god. You bitch. I swear. He ain't take a lot, but still, I didn't want him to say, hey man, what the heck you doing, my boy? Look like you doing some impurity actions there in your you too. What y'all doing? I didn't even realize that they doing some shit they ain't supposed to be doing. Upgrading to maximum security alert. What the heck was they doing sitting down in that train, man? That was kind of funny looking. That was kind of funny looking. And around this time back then, there was no computer, so you couldn't go on these sites to try to do what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? So they had to use their imagination. That's what it looked like to me. I don't think that's what they was doing though. Scary, huh? Too late to be saying that now. Why you come along anyway? Because hey, you two, there ain't no time for that. All right, let's go. Yeah, what's up with Biggs and Biggs just like it's funny looking back at this stuff now, considering how old this game is. It's still a great game though. I don't care how funny it looks now. Still one of the greatest games, period. All right, so we're off the train, and if you ever play this game, you can honestly farm enemies here. If you walk all the way down, I might show where you can. I don't recommend you farm here because it's just like the experience or whatever. It's just whack, but you could if you want to. So let me go show you. I don't know too much about this game. I'm only gonna show what I know, but yeah, you can farm here for a minute, and since we got the all with Cloud, I think they all should die in one hit. Yep, there we go. Actually, speaking of what was going on there, let me go to config. I don't know why I ain't do this in the beginning. Active ATB, put this on memory, and I think I'm good. So yeah, so you can come all the way down here, and it's gonna be 2 Shinra soldiers standing in the way. So if you come down here and you fight these two Shinra soldiers, you could basically farm them all day. But I don't recommend farming here because it's gonna take a long time, and I think the only thing that you get from farming these guys is you get a lot of potions maybe, and you get some gil. You want to farm gil early, not a lot of gil, but just the gil to get you started. Once you get Aerith, or once you leave Midgar, you do have some money to buy some stuff. So I'm gonna just show you where that's at now. It's a couple screens, a couple transitions. So I'm probably gonna get into like 2 or 3 battles. Maybe. I'm getting lucky now. That's funny. You know, I might pick this game back up on Steam too, because the Steam version has the mods to that game where I can upscale the graphics and make it look more realistic. I think I should have bought the PC version, but nope. I want to do the original PlayStation 1, baby. Sure, I might have to get Cloud's over limit break in a minute. The second one. All right, almost there. Oh boy. I think we should be able to see them. All right, there they go. These two Shinra soldiers we can actually farm. So let me go ahead and fight them. And if you want to farm gil, you can. Even though I don't recommend it, because once you get out of Midgar, you're gonna have a lot of gil to start off with anyway. All right, and that's it. So let's see what I get. 9 ability points, and you get 120 gil. So, oh no, we dipping, we leaving. We not about to stay here because I don't feel like farming them. So if you want to farm these guys, you can. So I don't recommend it, but as you see how much ability points it take to level up a materia, it's not wise to level up a materia here, but you can if you want to. I'd rather level up my materia when I have a double growth weapon. I think the first one we get is with red 13. So let's go ahead and leave, and we can fight the airbuster. I might try to knock this out real quick. And on we go. Now, damn, I wish I had lightning, but it's all good. Let's go ahead and just do fire anyway. Come on, let me get my turn now. I was about to say, they don't want me to get a turn. Oh, we're gonna save your limit break, Tifa. We're gonna save your limit break for later on. 12 ability points. All right, let's go. All right, we should be almost there. It's feeling like it's taking a long time. Actually, yeah, let's do your limit break, Tifa. We might as well use it. All right, are we there yet? Damn, we still not there yet? This might be the last transition, I hope. All right, there we go. Damn, that tiny hole you're telling me to squeeze into that and get under the plate? No way. Yo, Cloud, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go down. But damn, man, that thing gives me the chills. Nah, you want to say, man, I'm big as hell, and you want me to squeeze down that motherfucker? That's what he should have said. That's what he should have said. I might have to switch my materia from lightning to cloud just so I can have it on him. Oh yo, oh snap. Don't die, Tifa. Hey, what's up, Jesse? Messed up my ID tag. All right, we're gonna go ahead and save the game. Please don't die, Tifa. Don't die. Cool. I'm glad you missed. I'm glad he missed. No. You would go after her after she's weak. They always do that, man. All right, he's gone. Let's go up here. Let's go. Let's do this. All right, almost there. I'm gonna go ahead and save the game. Come on, almost there. God damn it. God damn it. Uh-oh. Man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see this in Rebirth, man. Sephiroth did this to you, didn't he? Sephiroth, Soldier, Mako Reactor, Shinra, everything. I hate them all. And she tries to attack Sephiroth with his own sword, but failed. And in the Rebirth, he slashes her and say, she's not who she is not who she is. So who is she in Rebirth? I don't know. Is she an imposter? She can't be Genova. I don't even know if that was what Sephiroth was talking about. So I don't know, man. That's kind of interesting. The fact that he said that in that trailer. I don't know. Oh, that could have been Sephiroth just messing with Cloud's head. Come on, who we got? The same enemies we've been fighting. You guys. Time to dip. Let's go. Fight this airbuster. Airbuster pretty easy, man. I refuse to use my limit right now because I want to save it for the airbuster coming up. Let's see if I can get this in one shot. Let's see. One. Nope. Damn it, too slow. Too fast. God damn it. All right. 1, 2. There we go. Third is the charm. All right, come on. Don't get no battle yet. Don't get no encounter. Don't get no encounter. Yay. All right. Let's see how fast we can beat the airbuster once we start. This way. Shinra soldiers? Shit. What the hell is going on? A trap. You hear those footsteps? It's President Shinra. Why is the president here? So you all must be that, what was it? Avalanche, and don't you forget it. And you're President Shinra, huh? Long time no see, Mr. President. Long time no see. Oh, you're the one who quit Soldier and joined Avalanche. I knew you'd been exposed to Mako from the look into your eyes. What was your name? Cloud. Forgive me for asking, but I can't expect to remember each person's name unless you become another Sephiroth. Yes, Sephiroth. He was a brilliant, perhaps too brilliant. Sephiroth? Don't give a damn about none of that. This place going up in a big bang soon. Serves y'all right. And such a waste of good fireworks just to get rid of vermin like you. Vermin? That's all you can say? Vermin? Y'all Shinra the vermin, killing the planet, and that makes you King Vermin. So shut your jackass. You are beginning to bore me. I'm a very busy man, so if you'll excuse me, I have a dinner I must attend. Dinner? Don't give me that. I ain't even started with you yet. But I've made arrangements for a playmate for you all. Snap Thanos. What's that noise? The hell is this? Yo, every time Barrett does this, dog, it's giving me Meet Airbuster, a techno soldier. Our weapon development department created him. I'm sure the data he'll extract from your dead bodies will be of great use to us in the future experiments. Techno soldier. Now then, if you'll excuse me. Wait, Mr. President. And this Airbuster is pretty easy. Yo, Cloud, you gotta do something about him. Help, Cloud. This is from Soldier? No way, it's just a machine. I don't care what it is, I'm gonna bust him up. Alright. This boss is easy. We got Cloud's limit break. This boss's weakness is lightning, especially if you hit him from the back. Well, if you attack him from the back, you do more damage. So if I do bravery on the back with Cloud, he may take like 500 damage. So oh yeah, you through. Once I got both of these. Oh, 681, my bad. I thought you were gonna take 500. He took almost 700 damage there. He might be dead here, to be honest. He got hit in the back twice. Yeah, that was quick. That was quick. Titan Bangle. All right. See, that was fast. You know what I'm saying? Airbuster. In the remake, this dude was a pain a little bit when I first played, but you know, that was pretty tight. I'm gonna blow. Let's go, Tifa. Barrett, can't you do something? Not a damn thing. Cloud, please don't die. You can't die. There's still so much I want to tell you. I know, Tifa. Hey, you're gonna be all right. Be strong. You worry about yourselves. I'm all right. But take care of Tifa. All right. Sorry about all this. Stop talking like this the end. All right, then. Later. See, man, I like that relationship that they both have, man. Barrett and Cloud. These two become like this. But then again, on disc 3, Cloud and Tifa. Man, if you like Titus and Yuna from Final Fantasy X, if you like Squall and Renoa from Final Fantasy VIII, and if you like Final Fantasy IX's I forgot his name. The hero and the new Queen Braun, Dagger. If you like those two, you're gonna love Tifa and Cloud. I think Square's been on to something with parents like that. I think they've been on to something. What do you mean by that time? What about now? Don't worry about me. You just worry about yourselves now. I'll give it a try. Oh, it moved. It moved. How about that? Take it slow now, little by little. Hello, hello, I know. And he's waking up from falling. I'm surprised brother man actually lived by falling that high from the plate all the way down to the slums on a flower bed. Oh, Aerith, hearing this theme song, man, makes me feel like they better do you justice in the remake. I hope they do. Uh-oh. My headphones are dying. My headphones are dying. But for some reason, the flowers have no trouble blooming here. I love it here. I could say never saw you again. I don't know if this is gonna generate points for the bromance thing, but I'm not interested in the bromance thing right now. I'm just playing the game. I'll probably do a guide later on. You know, I'll probably edit something out and show some stuff. But mine is special. It's good for absolutely nothing. Oh, you know what that material is good for. Good for nothing. You probably just don't know how to use it. No, I do. Just doesn't do anything. It feels safe just having it. It was my mother's. Just a little longer. Oh. Now that you mention it. What is your name? Oh my god, the goddess Aerith. I cannot believe it. That you I'm just still what I'm thinking about is that remake, man. I hope they do her justice, man. I really feel like in part 3 they are going to kill her. Well, Sephiroth. I'm gonna say they. Sephiroth is going to kill her in Final Fantasy VII Revenge or something. Reunion. It could be whatever they want to call it, you know. Then get me out of here. Take me home. Actually, wait a minute. How about if I go with you once out on a date? That's gonna be interesting to see too in the remake, because he does have feelings for Aerith, And I wonder how it's gonna play out with Tifa. I don't know, man. I don't know who you are, but you don't know me. I know you. Oh yeah, I know you. That uniform. Hey sis, this one's a little weird. Shut up, you Shinra spy. Want to take him out? I haven't decided yet. I wonder if one of these 3 soldiers here is Elena. Maybe. There were Mako eyes. Yeah, all right. Back to work. Back to work. the shoulder laugh. That's hilarious. The fact that they haha. This animation. Looking back on this game, it's funny seeing how people are, seeing what they do. All right, let's go. Now, I think on this part too as well, you get points. Well, you can subtract points from Aerith if you be an asshole to her. If you tell her to fight, it subtracts points from her, you know, so you won't develop a good relationship with her. But if you help her, you're generating points to build a relationship. I'm not interested in doing the bromance here, but eventually I probably will show y'all how to get that thing very well. So I am going to help Aerith on this one. I have to because I don't like being an asshole. Help, Cloud. I could say fight. Fight. That's what you gotta do. Fight back. All right, so let's go up here. Oh, god damn it, I forgot we get encounters during this part. I forgot. All right, I'm so glad we got the fire material. You should be able to one-shot these 2 guys. There we go. All right, and this is the next one. Whenever she hurry up. Yeah. Cloud, help. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I could be an asshole by telling her to fight. But nah, we're gonna help Aerith because we love Aerith. We love what she's done in the game. She summons holy. You know, we want to do our best to make sure she's comfortable in this let's play. We don't want to be no asshole. All right, let's go ahead. Yeah. Thanks, Cloud. All right, come on up here, girl. Let's bounce. And I would get an encounter at this point. Good thing I can attack y'all from the back. Yeah. Snap. That's it. You will be walking, Aerith, instead of running. Haha, they're looking for me again. You mean it's not the first time they've been after you? No, they're the Turks. The Turks are an organization in Shinra. They scout for possible candidates for soldier. This violently? I thought they were kidnapping someone. They're also involved in a lot of dirty stuff on the side. Murder, you know. They look like it. But why are they after you? There must be a reason, right? No, not really. I think they believe I have what it takes to be a soldier. Maybe you do. You want to join? Even though this man, he doesn't want to have any part of the Shinra soldier, he asking her to join. I don't know, but I don't want to get caught by those people. Then let's go. All right, let's dip. Let's bounce. Wait, I said. You can't be an asshole to Aerith. Look how adorable she is, man. I wonder how old she is. I gotta look up that. See how old she is. I think she around the same age as Cloud. What, 18 or something? Hey Cloud, were you ever in Soldier? I used to be. How did you guess? Your eyes, they have a strange glow. That's the sign of those who have been infused with Mako, a mark of soldier. But how did you know about that? Oh, nothing. Just that my last boyfriend was first class first soldier. Come on now, let's go, bodyguard. Yay. Phew. Finally made it off. Now what? We go to my house so I can introduce you to my mother. You know, tell her how much of a great guy you are. All right, let's go ahead and save the game. Let's go up in here and meet one of the Genova clones or whatever like that. He has a number 2. Sephiroth clones or something like that. He's part of the reunion. This is the one. Won't you help him? Oh, listen, I'm no doctor. No, I guess not. Hey, that man has a tattoo. I think it was the number 2. Cloud is actually one of these people too, by the way. He just doesn't have a number. Thanks to Hojo telling me that. I'm gonna go up here because we're gonna get something very, very cool. We're gonna talk to this little boy while he sleep. And we're gonna open up this, we're gonna look through this drawer. And there's 5 gil, but we're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. We're gonna leave it because if we take the gil, we don't get what we get once we come back. So we're gonna leave it. If I were to take it, I just get the 5 gil and I don't get the additional, you know, gift that I get later on. So we're just gonna leave that money. Don't touch that bread. We're gonna come right back. Cause that's little kid money. You probably been saving that, man. You want to go ahead and take that. We're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. We're gonna leave it there because I think we're gonna get either ether or elixir. We're gonna get something. We're gonna get something that is more valuable than 5 gil. And here we come. We come to one of my favorite materials, cover. Cover is pretty cool. I love this material. You know, cover combined with counter, OP. All right, that's it. All right, y'all. This is it for today's stream. I'm gonna be continuing this game. We're gonna finish this game. We're gonna do a lot of stuff, a lot of side quests and everything. So, Aerith's house, we are level 10, and the next stream we're gonna be finishing. We're gonna get out of Midgar because we're already at 1 hour and 38 minutes, and we're like almost at the getting to the point where we are going to go to Shinra HQ, rescue Aerith, and unlock Red 13, and so on and so forth. So we almost there. It don't take that long to finish the Midgar portion of the game, but we almost there, man. So if you're watching this stream, I thank you for watching. My name is Bridges. I am a huge fan of this game, and I'm see y'all later, man. Peace out. See y'all next time, man. Peace.